Having fought each other to a stalemate at Eylau, both the Allied and French armies spend the next few months attempting to outmaneuver one another, the campaign dragging on until the early summer. On the 13th of June, however, BENNIGSEN'S main Russian force, on its way north to regroup with their Prussian counterparts, encounters a single isolated French corps under martial law. This could be the opportunity the Russians have been waiting for, a chance to knock out 16,000 men from Napoleon's Grand Armée, to even the odds when BENNIGSEN is forced once again to face the French Emperor on the field. Engaging the corps could prove extremely risky, the Russians having to cross a river which, should they be engaged more heavily, may prove their downfall. Hello everyone, it's Chad here, and we are bringing you the wonderfulness, the gloriousness that is Napoleonic Wars. And it is a 33rd historical event, the Battle of Friedland or Friedland, depending on how you pronounce it, or depending on how it's pronounced properly and how I pronounce it. So yeah. Anyway, you can see everybody getting set up, ready to go. The standard team killing is going on, as does always happen at these events. The boys like to get warmed up, and there we go. The reset is ready to go. So we shall hide behind a rock from the dangerous people. Just stay away, because they're up to no good out there. As you can see, lots of murdering going on. There goes Colonel Spoons. Look at that. And we're away. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Battle of Friedland, or Battle of Friedland. And we are on the first stage. Stage 1, Marshal Lannes delaying action. Having committed to engaging the French corps on the other side of the River Lava, the Russians construct pontoon bridges and make their crossing late in the day of the 13th of June. Marshal Lannes, outnumbered almost 3-1, fights a delaying action from the towns of Friedland to Postensen, using his light infantry to screen the movements and harass the advancing Russians. So you can see the Russians getting set up. Got all these fine fellows. There's Hess Invitational. Who's this fellow? It's Colonel John Gordon of the 92nd, looking dashing and handsome as always. And here you can see from the KKPK Captain Lilja. Look at those fine fellows. There we go. Also in from the NR9, or NL59. Okay, he wasn't supposed to be here. Nicholas Sturgeon, Grenadier of the 92nd. Look at this, don't they all look wonderful? Andrew Mackenzie, Colour Sergeant Major. Benjamin O'Neill. And fine horn work occurring. Who's the hornist? Who's the man with the horn? It's Nicholas Sturgeon. Expert player of the horn. Anyway. So here you can see the 40th moving out. Look at this. Oh my heavens, it's Lance Corporal Anna. Oh, doesn't she look lovely? Look at her hat. She's got the hair well precisely, and she's got the hair tied back as well. And look at that, she's in as a surgeon. So she'll give you a good bandaging up as you're slowly bleeding out on the battlefield. So, Anna looking lovely as always. Anyway, oh dear, these people not looking good at all as it all starts kicking off. Look at this, as across the river. Oh, there we go. Look at this, the French disappearing back across the river. The Russians move forward to try and engage them. And look at this battle confrontation here on the riverside. Glorious stuff right now. There's a bit of rifle butt action going on. Death by butt. Oh, the horrible, horrible way to go. But anyway, Jimbo the Great of the 1st AD What's this on the rock? It's the Spoons himself. Obviously, being supervised. Can't be left unsupervised. You never know what trouble he'll get into. So, as we enjoy the footage of Spoon getting his rocks off, obviously, you know, he's now a good target to aim for, as you can see. There we go, one down. One of the bullet catchers on behalf of the Spoons. And he's staying well out of trouble right now. The Spoon rock. Ah, there we go, he's been hit. And he's down. He should have stayed on top of the rock as the Russians came charging in. Oh dear. Well, I guess you had to have a lie down after getting your rocks off, but never mind. And holy crap, that was quick. Okay, well then. I think it's fair to say that was pretty brutal. And we have returned for the next stage. Stage 2, BENNIGSEN'S offensive on HEINRICHSDORF. As night falls on the 13th, the French corps has successfully avoided destruction as it retreats to a safe distance. Unfortunately for BENNIGSEN'S Russians, 2 further French corps under Oudinot and Grouchy arrive during the night, ready to lend their weight to the battle as soon to commence on the 14th of June. At dawn, Russian troops attempt to push to the north, encountering Grouchy's forces on the outskirts of the village of HEINRICHSDORF. A fierce struggle ensues, both sides committing additional cavalry to the fray. So you can see the guys getting set up here. Look at this. First AD, Chef Sergeant Quackers. Fine name, sir. Now let's see what's going on over here. Oh, Captain Wiggles. Oh, look at this. A confrontation in the corn. Oh, look at that. What an ambush. Oh, the first AD having to cheese it. Look at there. Tom Keel making a run for it. And there's another man over here. It's the reinforcements. Here we go. Here's conscript Flashman. Cheesing it past his comrades as the NR-13 comes in to provide the support as cavalry comes charging in as well. Oh, look at that. Down goes one horseman who's been dehorsed. It's Colonel Robin. Robin leading the charge and taken down his horse. Finished off very quickly. Oh, there we go. He's trying to get another horse. There we go. He Grand Theft Autos a new horse. And off he goes. As these guys in the centre. Oh, look at this. Being overrun. Okay, that was a nice change. Ensign Duffman in with the Imperial Eagle and the cavalry of the French army. Colonel of Horse Grecos. Let's have a look around here. Veteran Halberstam of the 2nd Hesse. Leading in front, Senor Jacob. Colonel, look at that. Fine moustache as well. And Cadet Ninja, also a member of the 2nd Hesse. Now look at this as they move towards the cavalry that's nearby. Now getting involved with some of the other cav. Look at this. The pole arms in there. The pike, or the lance, I suppose you could call it. Oh, that was nasty. And now you can see War Thunder DKG. You can go in for a quick slice. And that's exactly what he does. Colonel Robin is felled. And Graham McLean kills a teammate. Whoops-a-daisy. His regimental sergeant major. Oh dear. Not going to be a promotion there anytime soon. But moving in to support the Battle of the Cavalry. These fine fellows from the French army. It's the 16th. Antonis Kun. Now who's the leader? Aleko the Greek, colonel of the 16th. Look at these guys engaging, taking down the horses. Our veteran Salzar has fallen. Congratulations, I got your name right for the first time. Crying Noob also down as well. Corporal Diaz, as they're waiting for an opportunity. Oh, hello, drive by. So let's go and have a look around. Cadet Demo Man of the 2nd Hesse also there. As these guys move out. Now, who's this fellow trying to get in on the end of the line? KGM Enric Alfin from the 92nd. Now he's moving up with teammates who have been dehorsed, as you can see, as they're making their way. Look at this, more cavalry comes charging in. Oh, this is going to be bad news. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Threading between the buildings, look. And now you can see the Russians continue to move up. There she is, the buxom Lance Corporal Anna. Out comes the sword, she's fighting. In between bandaging, obviously. Look at this. The members of the 40th have survived. And the 2nd Hesse move out as well. There's Ayaf, Lance Corporal of the 2nd Hesse, switching for a musket. And there's the other members of the 2nd Hesse now catching up with the rest of the boys. Whoops. Is he picking up a flag? Yes, he is. There we go. Picking up the flag. As the members of the 40th engage the enemy at distance. With the fine medicing work of Lance Corporal Anna in the background. Making sure the boys stay healthy. And girls, obviously. Lieutenant Wren. Fine beard. So now you can see in the centre here. Oh, no, come back, come back. Oh dear, guy from Game of Thrones. His horses run off. Is he going to get to it in time? Is he going to make it before? No, the horse is going to run. Oh, the horse nearly ran off again. And there he goes. Grand Theft Horsey has been accomplished. And away they go. So let's have a look around. These guys here. Oh, goodness me. Oberstleutnant Lama has just gone down. It's these guys, the 40th, doing a great job of being as prickly as possible. Oh dear, don't tell me they lost their doctor already. No, the doctor's right in the middle, being protected by her brave lads. Fantastic stuff, but they're horrible people with spiky weapons on the outside, determined to do the poor girl damage. Look at that. In the middle of the combat. You even get bandaged up when you've got a free arm. So here you see the 40th now moving out. Here is more of the 40th corralling. Oh, goodness me, there's a battle in the corn going on. As down goes Flashman of the 1st AD. 18 versus 1. Oh, no. Where's the 1? Is it this one? Yes, it is. Now, he's going to run into... There we go. He's not got a horse anymore. And he's now got a world of trouble. And he got a 17-incher for his trouble. Never mind. We move on to the next. And here we are on the next stage. Stage 3. Bagration's offensive on SORTLACK Wood. The second part of the Russian offensive falls on French positions to the south on the opposite side of the battlefield, with Prince Bagration attacking SORTLACK Wood in force. General Oudinot, though outnumbered, defends the tree line with elite grenadier division, having lightly fortified the position during the night. As you can see, we're looking out over the fort that will be defended by okay, that too, by the brave members of the French army. And look at this. Pressure already being mounted by the Russian cav. Oh, Colonel Robin shot down while on cam. Kincaid has snuffed it as well. Oh, this is going to be nasty as the French, they've just lost their flag bearer. The Imperial Eagle has fallen. But defending this position, it is the 16th. Private Nitanos, Costas, Bothros, Geo, Glozka, Greek God, Lone Beast, and at the end, Aleko the Greek. And oh my goodness, Caraputinario. Well, let's go with that. And there's Blee, a nice simple name for me. And you can see them defending from this attack. The likes of the 1st Infantry von Nassau, or Van Nassau, sorry. You can see them continuing to circle, trying to deal with the Corporal of Horse from the 33rd. Oh, he's just lost his horse. He's now Corporal of Bleeding Out, but never mind. These fine fellows of the 16th continue to defend their position. The Imperial Eagle remains flying, with Aleko keeping that eagle safe as the fort continues to be pressured. The French still continue to defend. Additional forces moving out to meet the Russians as they move forward. Recruit Bjorn from the 40th. Always great to see recruits in every regiment. Who's this man? It's Christian. He's fighting for his life. Just about to go one-on-one with a tree. Look at this. Looking for that all-important stab, and unfortunately he was the one who got the stab. Oh dear, but then he gets team killed, and here is Lieutenant Not Only from the NR13. Look at this, crossing swords and bayonets. Oh, one slice. And down goes the commander. Oh dear, the NR13 have just lost their commander there. However, they will continue to fight. Major Nightwing, no doubt, supporting them. So this is good news for them. Oh, that could be dangerous up there. Now, just along from the way, recruit John Dark Grease from the 16th. There's Dias. And look at this, a great turnout from the 16th. Who's the man with the flag? It's Aleko, the commanding officer. And look at these guys in here. Here's Rick from the 1st Infantry Van Nassau. Oh, fine slice into his opponent. Until he gets shot. Anyway, there's Ichabod. Working together with veteran Umber of the 33rd. Burns as well. Sergeant Major Alec. Look at these guys hiding behind available trees. Freaky-deek, or Freaky-deck. Or Freak-deck. He is no more. As Rick from the Van Nassau, they move up to attack the French flag. And look at this, you've got the Imperial Eagle at the base. And you've got the Tricolor at the top. Now the question is whether or not they can hold out. As the push comes in, you've still got French forces over here. Are they going to move forward to try and stop the flag going down? At the moment, look at the numbers in here. The French have it pretty solid. The Russians continuing to flow into the fort from all directions. French forces here trying to shoot down anybody who approaches. There's Senti from the 40th trying to get in. There's Odakeo being horribly murdered. Sergeant Swoop of the Swiss 18th. Ex of the Swiss 18th. Oh dear, never mind. Tompa. What's going on here? The 2nd Hesse getting formed up and ready to go. They can continue to keep going and going and going. They have unlimited lives. And obviously, because it's a siege, it means the defenders have limited lives. So, look at these guys all sitting down here from the 92nd, trying to provide a little bit of covering fire. Surgeon James Dunn of the 92nd. Hornbury, sorry. Private of the 40th, and they continue to push, and look at this. Oh my goodness, it's a bloodbath in the centre here. The flag has not really dropped a huge amount. The French continue to defend with every inch of the bayonet, I suppose you could say. People dying everywhere. But the Imperial Eagle remains up and proud. As the cavalry continues to attack, look at this, right in the centre. Oh, that's a bad idea for that reason. They got a free horse out of it, so probably not all bad. But the horse is probably going to be assassinated because it's a French horse. Or if French horse is related to French monk. Don't know. Anyway. Here he is, it's Salazar, veteran of the 33rd, looking for people to horribly murder. Oh, flying horse. And he's currently lacking, he's in a target-rich environment. But doesn't seem to be stabbing anyone yet. Give him time. Patient. Oh, look at that fine stab by Kincaid. Oh, good God, we actually caught it on camera. Kincaid actually killed someone. Good heavens. And there, of course, the fine nose of command. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Now, let's see what's going on over here. As Lieutenant, not only from the NR-13, moving in to defend. Look at the number of Imperial Eagles at this point. And the Russians coming in from all directions. Oh, there's a fight over a horse. Yep, that didn't work out. And in come another flow. Another session here of the Russians coming in. Another wave. That was the word I was looking for. Mercenary Angus of the 92nd. In they charge over the top of the barricade. Past the French flags. And into the main point. And holy crap, look at this. It's brutal. Right here in the centre. Horse crashing. Death, destruction, horrible murder. You can see these guys still coming in, but the French are able to bring in reinforcements quite quickly. The Russians have to run a bit further, but they do have unlimited lives, and it's just a matter of whether or not they can overcome him in time. But sadly, it looks like they didn't. Well, here we are on the next stage. Stage 4, NEY'S counterattack. After a bitter struggle for SORTLACK wood, the French troops are eventually forced to relinquish their position. The arrival of further reinforcements sent under Marshal Ney at midday, however, enables the French to execute a swift counterattack to retake the position. And as you can see, oh my goodness, they've set fire to everything, the buggers. That can't be polite. I mean, just burning trees. More burning trees, burning ground. That's how flammable everything is over here. Can't be good. Whoops-a-daisy. Looks like somebody just lost. They lost a member of the Hess. And here we go. Recruit Charles Dunn of the 92nd following John Gordon, commanding officer of the 92nd. Look at them firing in the distance. Now that they've retreated into the woods. And look at this. In come the NR-13. They're now in a good position here. Behind the cover, they can engage the enemy in the woods. As the cavalry, oh, beautiful shots. The cavalry come in. Poor old Cadet Demo Man is down. John Gordon, with of course everyone's favourite Napoleonic war pistol, the most accurate pistol in the history of the universe. Some fifing going on too. And everyone taking cover behind the trees. Hopefully not the burning trees. That would be a tad silly, but never mind. You never know with Napoleonic Wars players. And you can see here, quackers of the 1st AD. They're moving out. Oh, hello. Capitano Wiggles. Love that name. And there's Jem War Thunder from the KK. Look at these fellows. Don't they look handsome? Oberleutnant. Or Oberstleutnant Lama. Or Lama. Difficult to say. But look at that. The flag flying high and they're moving in to support their teammates. Fifing from Nicola Sturgeon. There's Colonel John. And these guys now. Look at this. They've stolen the tricolour. They have the Imperial Eagle. Maybe the first of many. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. But now they're fighting with fire at their back. Well, Nicola Fife's... Look at these fellows as they're defending themselves, the 40th. And now over to the left-hand side, you can see yet more. The 33rd, Sergeant Major Alec. Oh dear, look at these guys. They're taking fire. The 1st AD taking long-distance fire from the French forces. They're going to have to pull back because they're taking too many casualties. And away they go. Being fired at by the French army, who still continue to push. Oh, hello. Oh dear. The 16th, members of the 16th being felled by accurate bullets coming in from the Russians. Antonius Kuhn. Major Cedric. And there he is, of course. The leader himself. Obviously, never on his own, always has to be supervised. Just in case he, you know, trips over something and accidentally stabs himself in his testicles with his own bayonet. You never know. You know what commanding officers are like in Napoleonic Wars. Sounds like they're getting a little roasty toasty nearby the flames, and walks through the flames, ye gods. Must have a very, very fireproof tunic. As these guys continue to move up using the fire for support. Taking a few hits. Oh dear. Friedrich, or Frieddeck, taken down. Antonius Kuhn also failed. As I just realised, I couldn't see what I was doing properly. Anyway, Corporal Aldridge, more people dying. Enkbard, the horses coming in. Look at that. As soon as he goes down, he gets attacked and murdered, and down goes Colonel Robin. It's a problem. You get dehorsed, you are in a lot of trouble. If there are people around paying attention, as soon as you're dehorsed, you're literally dead before the animation can finish. So, it's crazy. Not only hiding behind a tree, at one with nature. Always a pleasant thing to see. So, these guys moving out. Looking for the next... there he is, Ensign King George. Currently with a bloodied tunic, so he's taken a few hits. But he is continuing regardless. As we pause to cough. So, let's see, shall we? Right, so anyway... Oh goodness, what's going on over here? It's the 16th. Here we go. It's going to be a little nasty little going on here. Let's see. No, not yet. They're firing long distance at the likes of these fellows. But they're also the French as well. Sorry, the Russians even. Good God. My brain's completely melted. Not sure it was that good to start with. There we go. Pickles has just been told off. And there we go. There's an all charge being given. Is that Anna digging for victory? Well, no, it can't be Anna. Not with that moustache. It's James Dunn. It was difficult to tell, because, I mean, from the back it was slightly Anna-like. But yeah, the moustache is a dead giveaway. And fifing continues to be done by Nicola Sturgeon. And you can see now the Russians taking some more hits. These fellows here from the NR59. There's Finno 0803. Kaiser Willie. And there's Lilja, Lieutenant. Or Captain Lieutenant. Oh dear, they've lost another. Splat, down they go. As the 40th pull back from the gunfire that is raging down upon them. Let's see. John Gordon of the 92nd. There he is, being medicked by the mustachioed James Dunn. And now they're starting to move out. There's Henrik. Here come the French. Major Nightwing of the NR13. And over here, the 16th. There we go. The tricolour is planted. The Imperial Eagle marking the defensive position. As they all get into the melee. Along with a little bit of a team kill. What's going on over here? Raphael looking for an opportunistic stab. He's going after the Piper. Watch Raphael. Always love watching recruits. Get him, Raphael. Get him. Oh, poor Raphael. Didn't make it. And the Russian Imperial Army has won the day. Well, so far. Well, here we are in underwater burning on the next stage. Stage 5, the retreat. By mid-afternoon, the situation for the Russians turned sour as additional French corps arrive on the field, the Emperor himself amongst them. In a matter of just a few hours, the Russian army finds itself outnumbered on all fronts, with the river lava to their backs. Acknowledging the immediate danger, BENNIGSEN'S orders a gradual retreat back through Friedland and across the pontoon bridges, slowly pulling back his line of defence. Napoleon wastes no time in ordering an all-out offensive on every inch of the Russian position. With lightning speed, the resolve of the Russian troops begin to waver as the well-ordered retreat begins to turn into a rout. With Friedland set ablaze by cannon fire, the Russian Imperial Guard maintain a rear guard, delaying the French onslaught and attempting to ensure their army's survival. There we go. McLean wanting his own section of the cast, but in the meantime, let's look at this. Fine pontoon work has been sabotaged. Just terrible. Look at this. The amount of property destruction on this map, just out of order. Anyway, see, look, just everything, just rubble, general destruction, lack of respect for property. It's all very scary stuff. Ah, look at this. Ren in. And as you can see, he's took a bit of eye damage. There we go, he's dismounted the horse. As these guys getting themselves ready. As King George gets shot almost immediately within 2 minutes of the round starting. Whoops. Colonel John Gordon of the 92nd. The boys moving forward. Oh, look at these flags. Chef Sergeant Quackers. And the first AD. Look at these fellows. Don't they look fantastic? The first AD. Complete with fifers and drummers. Glorious stuff. And they've got a surgeon with us. Look at those glasses. It's like they've melted in the heat. Must be all the fire. Fine work here by the first AD. Invitational Handsome. Drum Corporal Tom. Fantastic stuff. So you can see them there supporting the members of the 92nd. Cavalry flowing around the side, where they've even set fire to the mill. I mean, look at this. That's just unbridled destruction. Oh, hello, you. The NR-59. Kebabolus, or Kebolus? No, Kebabolus. Tim Black. Uncreative. Fino 0803, and at the back is Lamer. Oh, heavens. Some Frenchmen are here. Invitational XX-15 from the 2nd Hesse. There's Iof, the Lance Corporal. Oh, goodness me. It looks like the Hessians may have got the advantage. Here from the infantry, Van Nassau. I keep saying Von. I'm pretty sure there's a difference between Von and Van. It's probably, yeah, it's... from a language I can't even speak. Oh dear, this is not good. Zatreem had his crash with the horse. Hello. And down he goes. And he gets back up. And down he goes again. That's what happens when you crash your horse, boys and girls. It's bad news. Oh, hello. You just got barged to the floor. It's Fusilier Perry Pickles. Good heavens, what a fantastic name. Perry. Separated from his teammates. Wants to get up here with the members of the 92nd. Being circled. Oh, there we go. The horseman goes down. And brutally murdered. And MacLeod wanting help. And it seems this is the hill that the 92nd have chosen to die on. Will they move from here? Now that's interesting. They've got a little bit of reinforcements over here from the 1st AD. Moving forward. Is Captain Wiggles. Oh heavens, hello. The 1st AD are locking horns with the 2nd Hesse. Down goes the Capitano Wiggles. Poor Wiggles. No more wiggling for you. Uh-oh, this is not going to go well. And now the drummer and the fifer. Fifer Gubbin and Invitational Tom Keel are cheesing it in the opposite direction from the French. Understandable under the circumstances. The French are broken off. And now they've stopped. And they are fifing and drumming as they make their way back to the support of their teammates. The members of the 40th. Fantastic stuff. Okay, there's a bit of murdering going on there. Don't think they approved of that. Was a bit mean. So. Yeah, not nice. Not nice at all. Anyway. Let's have a look. 92nd, Nicholas Sturgeon. Fifer Extraordinaire. Robert Black, recruit of the 92nd. And these guys making the best use of the cover available. Regimental Sergeant Major Joseph Cromwell. Engaging the forces of the French army at distance. Aleko the Greek and the 16th. Down goes Nitinos at the back. Nitinos. Antonis Kun. Oh dear. And there we go, the all charges given. And in they charge. Supported on the right flat, okay, and back they charge. No, in they charge. Moment's indecision there. As the Russians wait for them. And in goes the melee here. The 16th trying to defend themselves against the attack of the 40th. The 16th, unfortunately, looks like they're being overcome by numbers. Oh, the poor 16th got murdered horribly. And down goes Odakao for the 33rd. As the other members of the 40th continue forward to try and clear up the remaining forces. Nicholas Sturgeon looking for a quick stab and a grab. How's the numbers looking? 16 versus 4 French. And this is one of them. There's Mechfen. Look at this. It's Spoons. Oh my heavens. Spoons is going ham. Oh my goodness. Spoons. Good God almighty. Wow. What can I say? Very good moment there to end the battle. My thanks obviously to the entire 33rd Regiment and their commanding officers for putting on the event, and to all the regiments that attended. Thank you so much for making these events what they are. And we'll see you again for more Napoleonic Wars soon. Hopefully with less burning infrastructure. See, this is what happens when you want to go out on the town with the 33rd. Absolute carnage. What can we say?